Jeffrey with Real Nifty Vintage, and this is another week of what's sold on Etsy. So, the first thing I want to mention real quick is just a little eBay sale. This was actually, I bought this for myself about a year ago and have been using it for the past year on and off. But I paid $41.90 with free shipping, and I just sold it for $22 plus shipping on eBay. So I really don't have any use for cologne, especially now that I don't have a officey job to go into. In general, though, colognes kind of give me headaches, so I haven't really been wearing it too much. Only on certain days when I feel like I want to smell like Versace. But in general, no, I don't really wear cologne. I do have a little Nautica bottle and a couple free sample vials that I can always use. But anyway, moving along to my businessy sales of vintage stuff. So I just bought this lampshade, I think a video ago, maybe 2 videos ago. And I paid $1 or $2. And this right here ended up selling for $29.95 within like 2 or 3 days of listing it. And anybody who sells knows what that feels like. You immediately think, oh, did I look this? Did I research enough? Should I have made this a little more? But I know enough about lighting and stuff like this that $30 for this is very good. So I'm not going to complain too much. The one thing about lighting, actually lampshades like this, these ceiling shades, is the size that you have to consider. This was 14 3/4 inch wide, so it did take a certain kind of a box, one that's not given out free by the post office. So I had to have a box on hand for this. Luckily, I did. And I had to actually alter it a little bit so that it wasn't so tall, because generally when you find a box, it's wide. It can be wide enough, but it will also be tall, probably within like the same proportions of its width. So I cut it down in height so that it would not take up so much excess filler material. But that's good. So $30. Next, we have this recipe spike. And again, I just picked this up. I bought it at the Antique Mall. It was $4 marked down to $2 because it had a 50% off sale in that booth. And I just sold it for $12. I listed it, and then within 3 or 4 days, it sold. Next, we have these. Oh, these are really pretty. And I've actually bought these glasses before, but the other set that I bought of these, they had the 4 of these taller ones and then 4 smaller juice glasses. And they sold pretty easily. And I listed these, and I think they were only online for actually December 7th is when I listed them. You can use this as a rough idea of when something was listed on Etsy, but you cannot go by this 100% because it will update this. So after this listing is online, let's say that it doesn't sell within 4 months, you will be charged. I will be charged another listing fee, which is I think 20 cents. Another 20 cents for this listing to be relisted. And when it relists it, it will update this to the new relisting date. So it'll say, for instance, April, not December. So you can't always go by this as how long something's been online. But for me, I know that I just listed it. So December 7th, and it just sold. And it ended up selling for $22 for the set of 4. I think I paid, like $2 for the set. I think it's not more than that. I'm not dumb. It's less than 2. Next, okay. I just bought this again. I bought this at an auction. I think it was 2 videos ago, maybe. And I paid $2 for it. It's a vase. It's a weeping gold. So it has this gold exterior in 22 carats. and it has like this weeping two-tone type texture to it. And it sold for $19.95. I wasn't sure that this was going to sell because there were a lot of these kind of things listed on Etsy. There probably still is. And the majority of them are between $15 and $20. So I put it towards the higher end of what's out there. And I was kind of surprised that it sold that quickly, but it did. But it is in good shape and it's a really pretty style. So very happy. There was some minor damage here with some wearing away along the bottom part, but you can't really tell. Next up is some fondue forks, and I love buying fondue forks. It's a habit of mine, but they don't really sell that well. They do sell, just not quickly. So I bought these for, I think, $3 at a rummage sale kind of a thing. And I paid that much because they were really cool looking. They have the stand and the wood is really pretty color. I thought would sell for around $20 or more, but they only ended up selling for $14.95, so 15. And they took a long time to sell. And you can tell because of this terrible base and my terrible backdrop with the gaps. And I would say another reason it probably took so long is it doesn't look very good. This picture doesn't. The wood is kind of dark, too dark to even see anything. So again, it all is dependent on your photographs. I think if I would have taken a better photo, or if I had a better camera at the time, I could have had better lighting. And anyways, next up is these lamps. They sold for $79.95 and I paid $3 for them at an auction. Around here, I can find these lamps pretty easily for not a lot of money, but they are a pain in the butt to ship. I'm not kidding. They are 10 pounds a piece, so that's like 20-pound package. They are 25 inches tall. Okay, yeah, they each weigh 9 pounds. The whole box was 22 pounds when I shipped it out. That's obnoxious. So you have to find a large box. You have to consider how you're going to wrap these. What I did is I had some scrap sheets and I just wrapped each lamp in a sheet so that it would be properly buffered against each other. They are so heavy that scrunched up paper is not going to do a whole lot because they're just going to bang right through there. And bubble wrap would be a total mess to try to use. So I used sheets. And sheets are very easy for me to come by at auctions because they literally will sell a huge pile of them for $1. And although I'm running out now, I'm running out of sheets, so I'll have to get some more when the auctions pick back up. But yeah, that's my little tip today. Wrap them in sheets. Yeah, next up, so I've been buying a lot of these lunch boxes, and they're the Thermos brand, Thermos style. That's supposed to be a T. I always thought it was a V, but whatever. I buy these for about $1 or $2 a piece, and this one here sold for $19.95. Very good. Next, we have this scale. I got this for free at an auction. People just decide they don't want things, so they just let you have them. And I think that's kind of dumb because I sold it for $15. Now, I've had this scale for a long time. Well, for about 4 months or more. And that's annoying when that happens because I thought it was going to sell pretty quickly for around 25 at least, just because of I love the color. It's a 22-pound scale. It has a really cool retro look to it. So for all those reasons, you would really think that it would sell for at least $20, and you don't think it should not take like over 4 months to sell. So I don't know what happened with this, but it did finally sell for $15. And yeah, got that out of here. I think scales in general, though, are maybe not as desirable as they were for a little bit. Everyone was buying scales. Maybe they still are for like that whole shabby chic farmhouse industrial movement. And obviously, this isn't a farmhouse style, but maybe I overestimated the market size for scales in general. But it's a perfectly usable shipping scale. So, yeah. Next, we have glasses, more glasses. These are not that exciting. I mean, they are, but they're not, I think they're like kind of fall looking. I put autumn floral in here thinking that they would really sell, thinking that I would have to sit on these for maybe 8 months or more until we get another autumn. But luckily they sold. They sold within, come hither, where are you at? December 1st. That's really nice. Okay, so within 2 months. And they sold for $14.95. Maybe that was another reason. I didn't play stupid games trying to get $20, $25 for these. I just listed them for what I thought was going to sell them or going to make them sell, $14.95. And maybe that's the game I should go after. Not try to be so, not try to dance around my prices so much, trying to get $2 or $3 more for things. But, well, I'm going to still do that. I'm not going to say that. But something like this that I have my reservations about already, I'm just going to price it right and sell it quickly. $14.95. Next up is these magnets. I just bought these magnets along with a whole bunch of magnets. And I have all these listed together. I had all of these listed together for $14.95, but someone messaged me asking for just the 2 unicorns to be sold. So I sold them the pair for $6.50 plus shipping. And then I went ahead and relisted just the guys in the middle here for $8.50. So I had the unicorn pair that just sold out, and then I've got the frogs and ladybugs left for $8.50 for them. All right, next and last is this beaded clutch. And this was a chancer that I took maybe 3 or 4 months ago at an auction. I bought this clutch here and then these here. And I think I paid $5 for the set of them. I don't know anything about handbags. I don't know what's in style. I just know that they're retro looking and you don't necessarily see them all too often. At least I thought. So I sold this one right here for $12. It's really pretty, very clean, just in really great shape. I don't know how old it is. It's a Great Gatsby style, kind of a flapper style, but this could be from the 80s for all I know. So it's sold though, luckily. And what was that, $1 I paid for it? I don't know how lucky I am, how lucky I'm going to be on some of these other ones. But hopefully they sell. $10 is not a bad price, I don't think, for a clutch. I'm deviating from the what solds, but see, this isn't pretty. Look at that detail and the gathering on here. Look at that. Look at that extra long beaded strap. $10. What a deal. What a darn deal. What am I doing? I'm going crazy with this. But no, it's not selling. I don't know what the deal is on it. When did I list it? It just relisted itself, January 14th. So it's over 4 months that it's been online. Anyway, I'm going to end the video. I want to mention, though, that I actually missed a whole day. I forgot. Let me go back now. I was supposed to be going from the 17th through the 12th, was it? But I messed that up. So I'll have to add an extra day into next week's what sold. So there'll be 8 days next week. Anyways, let me know in the comments below what you thought was cool or great or fantastic. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye.